10th Physical Science, Electric Power and Overload. The electric power. The electric devices used in our daily life like heater, cooker, fan, etc. consumed electric energy. In our home, number of devices used like a heater, cooker, fan, so they consumed energy for working. When current passes through conductor, then charge Q passes from A to B point in 1 second. So W is equal to QV. So here it is a conductor. So in this conductor, when current passes through this conductor, so the charge Q move from point A to B. So it means W is equal to QV. So when the current passes through this conductor, the Q charge moves from A to B point. So here the work is done. So the work is done means W is equal to QV. Q means charge and V means voltage. Voltage means potential difference. So work done means Q into V. It means work done for unit time. Work done. So in 1 second, the charge moves from A to B point. So here the work done in a 1 second. So the P means power. So power means W by T. It means the work done per unit time. SI unit is watt. So power is measured in watts. It is also called as the rate of consumption of energy is known as a power. So the rate of consumption of energy. So the device consume the energy. Energy means electric energy for moving work. And the power means P means work is equal to W by T. So in one second the work is done. Work means the charges move from one point to another point in a conductor. The work is equal to the energy lost by the charge while passing through conductor. It is equal to W by T is equal P is equal to W by T is equal to W means QV. Here also we know W is equal to Q. And it measured in watts. Watt means joules by seconds. Joules by second is called watt. And P is equal to QV by T. Why? W is equal to QV. So instead of W, you write QV and T as it is you write here. So according to Ohm's law, I is equal to Q by T. V write as it is and I means Q by T. So P is equal to V into Q by T. I is equal to Q by T. And we also write down P is equal to Vy. From Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Already we learned about this formula. V is equal to IR. So from equation, P is equal to Vi. So P is equal to, here instead of V is equal to, you write IR. and into you write I as it is. So P is equal to I into I square into R. It is used to calculate power when current and resistance are known as. So here R means resistance and I means current. So when these values are given, then we calculate the power. According to the Ohm's law, P is equal to VI and V is equal to IR. So N I is equal to V by R. So P is equal to VI, then you write P is equal to V right as it is and I is equal to V by R. So P into V square by R right as it is here. So this formula used for calculating power when voltage and resistance R is known to us. So here power calculated when here voltage and resistance power given us. In every month, current bill shows the consumption of electricity in units. So every month we consume the electric energy, then we take in the bills. So it is known as a units. And the 1 kilowatts is 1000 watts. 1 kilowatts is equal to 1000 watts. Next one, overload. Electricity enters our homes through two wires that have low resistance and potential difference between wire is 240 volts and also passes through fan, TV and refrigerator. So in our home, number of electric devices are there. When two wires comes from the pole, electric pole, then also these current passes through our home devices like a fan, TV, refrigerator. Then the total potential difference is 240 volts. Total current drawn from the main is equal to the sum of the current is passing through each device. So the current when passes to main, the main is there in every house. So from the main, the current drawn to every device in our home. The line wire that are entering to meter have a potential difference of 240 volts. The minimum and maximum current can be drawn from the main is 5 to 20 amperes. So here the devices used in our home as a parallel connection. Parallel connection means 1 by 1. And like this heater, fan, bulb, fridge, TV. And the main is at the edge of the house is kept and the total potential difference is 240 volts. Okay. And the current, total current passed to our home devices 20 amperes. Okay, total current used in our home is 20 amperes. And the potential difference is 240 volts. When the current drawn from the main is more than 20 amperes, overheating occurs and may fuse fire it is called overloading. So in the meter there is a connection of thin wire is there. So when we used the current then over than 20 amperes, then these wires may cause fire. So it is melting, the fuse wire is melting. So it is called overloading. When we used current then 20 amperes, then what happens? This thin wire becomes melting. So the current is gone. To prevent overloading, we connect an electric fuse to the household circuit. The entire current from the mains passes through this fuse. When the current in the fuse exceeds 20 amperes, the fuse heats and melt the circuit, becomes open and prevent the other loading. So sometimes the overloading happens in our home. It means when we use the current exceeding 20 amperes. So we consume the electricity over than the 20 amperes. Then all these devices spoiled and the fire burning all these devices in our home. So to prevent this overloading, we connect the fuse between the devices and the main. So then the fuse becomes melting. So the fuse when melting, then the current in our home is gone. So this incident happens to prevent the overloading in the houses. Okay.